Welcome back to part 2 of glass flowers for gifts. Now, first thing I want to mention to you is what I noticed after gluing the next dishes down. My table is not perfectly level. And I had these dishes, of course they're heavier, sliding off to one side. So I've had to keep coming out and adjusting them. They're now stuck, but before I could actually manoeuvre them. And yeah, I think this one is still not quite right, but he's dry now and I can't do anything about it. So what I'm going to do now is, I've done my spoons, got my original one that's going to go into the normal piping, the PVC pipe, it fit in there. I actually went out today and I bought some larger diameter of the aluminium tube. I haven't had time to paint them green. I did have to get to the spoons with the angle grinder and they actually feel a bit rough. I'm going to have to get the sander on them as well, I think. But now they actually fit inside the tubes. And that one I've done the same way as the teaspoon. But this one, I saw another lady, she actually bent hers that way. Whether it's any different or holds better that way than that way, we will find out. But to put the spoons on, we've now got to turn our dishes upside down. Now you can imagine trying to turn that upside down and resting it on that glass. It's not going to be very safe. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put it upside down, pop it over there, and now it's going to sit on that bucket. Not a problem at all. Now I'm going to do, I've done a small one, I'm going to do a medium sized one, I'm going to do a large one. And I'm doing this one because the second, well, this was the first gluing to be done, so I know that that is nice and strong. Problem is, that won't fit in there, that won't fit in there. So what I do have are some plastic salad bowls. I keep everything. I always think they're going to come in handy one day, and here we are. So that one can go down there, and that one now sits perfectly on top of the salad bowl. The other salad bowl we bring over here, and that one again sits perfectly on top of the salad bowl. Works. There we go. Then I forgot to bring in the glue. I'll be back. Okay, now this is interesting because after the second lot of gluing, I put another tack in the top. The glue's actually still coming out through here, even though I pulled it back. It's still got pressure. It's coming out. It's coming out through the top of where I've put it's a thumbtack that I've got in there. So what I might do is leave the nozzle on now. It's on, I might as well leave it there. What's going on with this? And hopefully, oops, I can get it in the right place so it actually does push through. And what I'm doing now is squeezing it, not very good right-handed, haven't got enough strength. Squeezing the glue on the spoon. Make sure you've got plenty on there. and pop it right in the centre of the base. Now you have to be careful with these cut crystal ones, and that's why you have to put a lot of glue in there to make sure. Now I'm going to have a problem there because the weight of this handle is pulling that off. Let me get these ones on. I think I might put that on that one. You can see it's already tipped off. I'm going to need to put a weight on the spoon head. Now see, that's not going to fit. That's too big for that, but it doesn't matter. It should fit the whole base of the flower. Now this one is actually sunk in a bit, so that's going to be the better one for that. I didn't realise I will get a close-up of this later so you can see what I mean. It's actually got a hollow in here. That should be okay. Now I'm going to pull this back, and I'm going to have to try and block that top again. It's not going to work, I don't think, but anyway, I just will leave it there for now because I need to now get a weight on that so that it doesn't keep tipping off. I don't know whether putting another dish, no, that won't work because the handle's in the way. Let me go and see if I've got anything over there that's weighty. That's quite weighty, that's quite weighty. Alright, I've got two candle holes that I had before. That one sits inside that. Pop that on there. That should be enough weight now to hold that in place. So what I need to do now is go around and make spoons for all of these. The only one I haven't finished is this one because it's actually 4 layers. So I've got to glue this one yet. These 3 are glued together. I was going to do this one to there, which I might as well do now while I've got the glue out and it's going everywhere. And what's going to happen, I'm going to now get glue all over this nice clean dish, which means I'm going to have to wash it later. Now this has got a rim on it, so the whips. That should stop it falling. So I'm just going to put the glue around this rim. It would be better doing it left-handed. I'm all over the shop. I'm going to put a big blob in the middle and see, will that help? Make sure it's centered and hope it doesn't slide overnight. And that's all the dishes now are done. I'm going to go and find a cloth, clean this off, see if I can rescue my tack. But I'm going to be taking you now outside to the pots. So I'll see you outside. With the pots, remember we've already bondcrated them, and the bondcrate seals it, acts like a glue. I went to move them, and I just wanted to show you how hard it is to they're actually stuck. I can get that one off. You can hear it pulling. Alright, so now I'm going to get these pots out of the way. Oh, they're heavy, very heavy. When I actually work with these, I'm going to have to put them up there in place and work with them up there. Once I fill them with soil, they're not going to move anywhere. Or if they do, they're not going to be easy to move. Okay. Okay. So this is the pot that was finished. This one, just a little bit bigger for the medium-sized flower, and then I've got this one for the large flower. Now these need concreting before I can put soil in them, and if I'm going to do a design. Now what I've done for the design on my Leonardo studio is an outline of a heart. So what I'll do is I'll put that whole stencil on the front, and all you'll see is the gap, and that is what I'm going to paint around. And I'm thinking I might do it white, and then I'm going to put this whole stencil inside that. I'm going to be painting the heart red, and then when I peel the mum out, mum will be in white behind it. If that makes sense. So first thing I'm going to do is get some transfer tape and paints. Okay, I had a bit of a change of mind. That's what I do when I went looking for the paints. I'm just going to put that to size. Make that on there, and then on that one there. Thinking to make the heart stand out, I might do this outline in gold and then have the red and then the white in the middle. Just got to see if it works. Right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this a bit smaller because I need it to fit on the pot easier. I only need a small amount of the blue on there, and this is the difficult bit because it's hard to get. If you've ever used contact, if you watch my Alice video, you'll see it's not that easy to get clear sticky bit away from the backing. Hi. I decided to stop that there. There was no point going on with it, boring you with a project that didn't work. What happened was I got the strong tack transfer tape. I need to get the light tack transfer tape. So I'll have to go out to Spotlight or somewhere tomorrow to see if I can get hold of some and start again with it. But in the meantime, that'll give me tomorrow to get the rest of the pots done, bondcreted, get soil in them. The spoons will be dry and I'll be able to get them done so that you can see the whole thing completed with the stencil on it. Hopefully for Mother's Day they will make a great gift for somebody, and it'll have the heart with Mum in it. So I just want to get this up here tonight, and fingers crossed I can get everything done tomorrow and I will be able to put up, this is Glass Flowers as Gifts part 2.1. Tomorrow night I hope to get up Glass Flowers as Gifts part 2.2. Okay, so wherever you are, have a great day, have a great evening, great afternoon, whatever's left of your day, and hopefully I'll see you here again tomorrow night. Bye for now.